Good morning. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So this morning we weighed in at 180.6 pounds, which is insane because I'm eating more calories than I was on my cut, but I'm literally the same way as I'm on my cut. So today we're gonna reevaluate my macros that I'm tracking. I'll take you guys through that and I'll show you what I do when I am reevaluating my macros and kind of the steps that I go through and I guess my general thought process with macros and calories and everything with tracking to be able to achieve your goals and go do that. So now this is something cool and something that you'd be able to do by yourself, for yourself, without having to stress out about it or go pay some absurd amount of money for someone that only knows half of what they're talking about and isn't doing their job correctly. The key to, if you still do want someone to help you with it, the key to finding someone is someone that there's just to help you and is a coach. Their job isn't supposed to micromanage what you are eating and what you are doing, but more specifically to kind of be there to give you tips and tricks and just help you out in general. So that's a little tangent already off to start the video, but yeah, we are going to be reassessing that later today because I want to be actually sitting on 185 pounds opposed to sitting down at 180. Now, I do feel like my strength is basically the strongest I've been, or as strong as I was when I was 205, which is actually kind of insane because I weigh about 20 pounds lighter. So that's kind of crazy. Now, today I guess will be a big test of my strength. We will be doing 270 for a set of 3 at RPE 8 on my squats. Now, the reason why I say that's a big test is I don't think I've squatted anything over 265 like last week for reps since back when I was 205, like in February. And that was because I think I did, what did I do? I did 275 for singles for a very long time, but I never was doing it for reps. So we will see what that is going on with that. Yeah, I'm now rambling. We're gonna go get breakfast started and kind of get going with this day. Good morning, fluffers. Good morning. He just looks confused, but you always gotta say good morning to the little fluffies. Breakfast, we got it going down. Same thing as normal, so let me pull it out of the fridge here for you. Orange juice. Normally we just use the stuff from Costco. Keeps it cheap. The stuff from Costco, honestly, if you have a Costco membership, or if there's a Costco near you, get one. You can get so much stuff, and it's really awesome, like egg whites. I don't know how many it comes with, but you get a ton of them, and they last me forever. Now, if you're eating more, it won't last you as long, but it's pretty cheap, and it's cheaper to get those than the little ones at your local store. Now here is eggs. Always get large amounts of eggs. Eggs is something that if you're trying truly to eat, I feel like eggs are kind of a staple in any type of bodybuilder or fitness person's life. So definitely get eggs. So that's everything. I don't think we have any bread, so you might have to change that up. Now these are 100 calories. I need about 180, I think. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do an apple too. That sounds good. Change it up a little bit, but we're gonna be eating this. Now I am keeping breakfast the same. I'm not changing that up. We'll be looking into stuff later today and we'll be changing it up for the rest of the week. But yeah. Other than that, we gotta get going, because I keep thinking all this stuff with my day, what I'm gonna do, and then I remember that I have other things to do too, and it's stressing me out, so it's kind of annoying. But we're gonna make this and then head to the gym, hit legs. Then we got meal prepping to do today. We have homework stuff to do. We have a YouTube video to edit. We have a lot of stuff to do, but we're gonna try to get it all done today. Breakfast is looking a little different this morning. We have these little bagel things. They're 100 calories for the whole bagel. An apple, it's 80 calories. Then the 2 servings of egg whites with 3 eggs. And then a glass of OJ, which is also just straight carbs. So lots of carbs, lots of protein, also lots of fat. So this is a really well-rounded meal. Now, there could be a little bit more protein, So if you want to do that, you could add an extra egg white or maybe, I don't know, some meat, but that would also add fat if you added like a sausage or something. But so I guess what is cool about this, or the goal of this meal, is to be able to fuel me for probably the next 2 hours, and to be able to do that so by the time I get back I'm ready for more carbs. And then after the workout, the key is to just load in carbs and protein, because then that helps with muscle and protein synthesis. So we're gonna eat this though. It looks probably like the most healthy meal I've had in a while, even though I eat eggs like every morning, but having that apple there just makes it look so much healthier. So we're gonna eat this. Feel very cool for being able to see that we didn't have toast and be able to do orchestrate out differently. We're gonna track this in my fitness pal. We're gonna track everything today. Normally I don't, because I do know what's in stuff, but today, since I'm wanting to be more on top of my macros, we're gonna track it, and so I can kind of change stuff up a little bit in there. Looking at breakfast here, breakfast was 84 carb, 30 fat, 46 protein. You can see it there on my fitness pal. If you guys didn't know, you could flip your screen in my fitness pal. So like normally you see this, then if you flip it, you can see macros and was it sugar and sodium. So that's kind of freaking cool. So I realized that the other day I accidentally flipped my phone and I was like, yo. But so that's pretty good, lots of carbs, good fat, everything pretty good. So what we're gonna do now is get some pre-workout in us. So let's get some pre-workout. On to that segment. Well, thank you for passing it over to me, Ethan. Hi, I'm Ethan. I'm here with you for the pre-workout portion of this video. Yeah, so we are going to be taking just half a scoop today. Reasoning behind that is I've realized that sometimes it's better to go less caffeine to keep your heart rate lower. Now, my reasoning behind that is because when my heart rate gets too high, my anxiety can kick in and just other negative side effects can come from it. But your heart rate going high as well, though, can have positive effects too. So we're going to go with a pretty honest half scoop there. Pretty half. Looks half, kind of. We're going to do half that. Maturing in the gym is figuring out your body and how your body works and what your body does when it is given certain things. And I know today it's going to be hotter. It's going to be a lot more of an intense workout today. And so if my heart rate's already going to be higher than normal, so if I add a lot of caffeine into it, I'm going to be destroyed. So, and I got stuff to do today, so I can't fully destroy myself after this workout. So we are going to take that, then fit check wise, I don't know how far back I have to go, but black on black with the white socks. It's kind of a vibe. I like this fit, especially for leg days and especially when it's hot. Now, if you've never trained with a hoodie, I definitely recommend it. It is great. You literally come out of the workout feeling like you've been reborn. I don't know if I'm psychotic, but like that's just my thought process. It's awesome. Yeah, we got this pre-workout. Like I said earlier, 270 for 3 today, and we're gonna head out and get to the gym. It's your soul, save me from the night. So feel there, hope your wings will be at an post-workout thought thingy. So we ended up doing 270 for a top set of 3, which was actually kind of insane, especially because I weighed in at 180 this morning, and I definitely undershot. It was supposed to be about an RPE 8. I'd say it was closer to about 7. If you watched the first one, I definitely misgrooved on. But other than that, it was really, really easy. I definitely could have done 275 for 3 and RPE 8, but like by the time I did the 270, I didn't want to overshoot, and that was that. But other than that, it was a really good workout. Very, very good leg day. Now we're just gonna get on with the day. It is time to meal prep this chicken. So I've been defrosting it ever since I came home. We're gonna make that, cook it up with some rice, meal prep. I tend to meal prep every Monday, which I'd recommend doing. It's a good way to start your week, and it's a good way to set you up for success for the rest of your week. Also, can we just, oh, he's a little far away. Let me show you this. I love this. This is probably one of the funniest things ever, because the wind is just like blowing his hair dramatically, and then his eyes will like close a little bit. He just likes it, and he's just following me around. But yeah, so we're gonna meal prep, and so get the chicken, then grab some rice as well, and go off of that. Broccoli, chicken, and rice. I have 2 more meals of it upstairs, which is awesome. Now, I wanted to say this, so a lot of people that cook chicken either cook it too dry or kind of just don't know how to season it properly. So what I put in my chicken that keeps it good, I guess, is I use chili powder, garlic, salt, pepper, and then these red chili flakes, and it keeps it spicy and it gives it flavor, and it's not just like salt and pepper. So definitely try out those seasonings. I just kind of put it over it, and yeah, that's how I make my chicken. But we're gonna eat this. I have 2 more of those meals, so I'll have one for tomorrow, then one for Wednesday, which will be good because I'm going to a Jazz game Wednesday, so I don't have time to really make any food that day. But yeah, we're gonna eat this, and I think that's all I wanted to say. Here we are talking about the macro aspect of this whole video. Basically what this video is all meant to be about was my macros, and what I'm thinking about with my macros, and wanting to let you guys know my train of thought when it comes to this kind of stuff. Also, my camera's on a box, so if I look nervous at any point in time, that's why. So, I'm going to talk about it here. So currently, or here's like guidelines. So currently my macros, I'm at 2,500 calories is around my goal, and then I'm eating about 185 grams of protein, 340 grams of carbs to 360 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat to 70 grams of fat. Now, like, where do these numbers come from, and like, where do you, I guess, how do you find these numbers yourself? So say you're someone, don't have much money, or you just don't care to get a nutrition coach or something. Like, how can you roughly estimate, and how can you do this? So what you want to be able to do is calculate out for yourself. So it's not that hard. So say you're lifting, protein, we'll start out with protein. Say you're lifting. You want anywhere from 0.8 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Now, the thing about that is if you're lifting, you're going to want more, but it depends on how hard you're lifting. I would recommend probably about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So that's why I weigh 180, I'm wanting to get up to about 185. That's why I'm eating 185 grams of protein, and more protein is not going to hurt you at all. There's no negative side effects. There's actually has proven some positive side effects from eating more protein, being able to induce more protein synthesis inside of your body. There's a lot of science behind it. So that's kind of protein, just out there, straight up. Carbs. Carbs are what's going to make up most of your diet. Reason behind this is carbs are glucose. You've heard glucose before in your biology class. It's what powers plants and basically the world. Glucose is energy. So, yeah, your diet should make, I just dropped my pencil, so 2 seconds. Your diet should be comprised of probably 45 to 65% of it should be carbs. That's because your brain, I think, I'm going to get the percentage wrong. Your brain takes up like 70% of the glucose in your body just so the brain can function. So glucose is used a lot inside your body, and it's the reason that you're alive. So lots and lots of carbs are going to be eaten.
and used. So 45 to 65% of your calories is what you're going to want to be eating. And then fat, anywhere from 20% to 35%. Now 20% being on the lower end, and you want to be careful with this, especially if you're a girl. Girls need X amount of fat in their bodies, or their body won't be able to produce their reproductive systems and be able to function that way. And I don't think it's the same way with men, but you still want to be able to be getting in that right fat because your body needs fat. I think you should be getting in, girls, I think it's like you can't go below like 25 grams of fat. That's completely out there. I know there's a number for it specifically, but you can't go, don't go too low in fat, and don't stress about fat. Honestly, when you really are eating good food, it's harder to get fat in than you think it is. So 20 to 35% of your calories should come from fat. So how you're going to figure this out is I'd recommend you messing around with calories. So go on to a website and, well, actually, scratch that. Don't go to a website. I'd recommend next 4 days, track what you're eating. So get MyFitnessPal, go into your phone, and track what you eat for the next 4 days. Average out a calorie amount. Come up with, see what you're eating, see if you're eating too much of something, come up with a healthier diet around those calories. Start eating that. Now, if you start gaining weight or losing weight, you'll probably start losing weight. If you're eating healthier food and training, you'll probably lose a little bit of weight at the start, and then your body will figure that out. Now, that's when you see, okay, am I losing weight? Am I gaining weight? What do I need to start adding? That's what I'm doing currently with my diet. I was at 2,200 calories for about 3 weeks. I didn't drop below 181. I then upped up my calories to 2,500, and I lost a pound of weight. And I feel stronger than I did, but I lost a pound of weight. So what I'm wanting to do is amp up my calories by another 100-ish and do that. Now, what I mean by amping up by 100 is that I'm not just going to be eating 25 to 26 or 2,600 calories now, is I'm changing my range. Something that you guys should definitely be doing is eating calories in a range. This way, when you go out of that range, you aren't stressed about going out of that range. It's a lot more calming when you are out of this range. So I, for example, was on a 24 to 2,600 range, eating about 2,500 was the goal. Now I'm going to put myself on a 2,500 to about 2,700 calorie range. 2,600 being the goal, but never going below 2,500, because there were a couple days where I went below 2,500, but I don't want that anymore. Since I am training for strength, it does benefit me if I weigh more, so that's kind of why I'm wanting to do this. And really all this comes down to, though, guys, is adjusting to what your body needs. Really paying attention to what's happening with your body. If you're having lower energy, if you're bloating a lot, like really paying attention to what's happening in your body and realizing what needs to be done and what you need to be eating to better have the functions of your body. I know that was a little bit of a crash course, but I enjoy nutrition. That's why I'm becoming a nutrition coach, and I'm trying to figure it all out. So I like to be able to talk about this stuff and like write it down and figure stuff out. So it's really cool. So thank you guys for listening to this. So that's going to conclude this YouTube video. So make sure to, I don't know, just subscribe and go check out my Instagram. I hope this information helps you guys out if you guys are wanting to cut or bulk or do something. If you have any questions, make sure to comment or just DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you. I'm be more than happy to help you out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video.